What's up, everybody? Jeremy here with Simple Disc Golf, taking a look at the Exel E3 bag today. Previously, I did do a review on the E2. I thought it was an okay value, you know, nothing great, nothing horrible. This bag, let's talk about it. First, let's go over the features. I'll start with the back, keep it simple. The back has, you know, two straps. They are padded. I mean, they're pretty thin padded. I'd say about the same as the Exel E2, which for a bag that's so much larger, I would think they would add some extra padding. It does have the chest strap, which does slide up and down. It is attached by a plastic half clip, so you may be able to yank these off if you're not careful. It does have the bungee side, which I like, not into the hard-sided ones. For water bottle pockets, you get two of them. They're a simple drawstring type. You know, nothing to write home about. Onto the bottom of the bag is a railed bottom, similar to grip, but these rails do not just unattach. Not that you'd want to. This bottom is like a hard, kind of plasticky, fake leather feel, which isn't bad. Sorry for the car noise. I know online it says it is made of some sort of high D polyester. Moving on to the top of the bag here, let me turn this around. It has the, I don't remember if the E2 had this, but it has the double zip top to it. So this kind of flips over to the side, kind of unique. Putter pockets, you know, a decent size. I do have some discs, my practice putters. Let me just grab some of these real quick for a double check on size capacity, but pretty sure it fits like 5. Yeah, I'd say about 5. We're gonna come back to that though. When I was looking into doing this review, of course now I forgot the numbers. Whatever it says online for discs that it fits in the bottom is actually pretty accurate. Moving on to the right side here, we have this zipped up pocket with 1 finger zipper pulls, which is nice. That little U-shaped piece, hopefully that shows up on camera. I still like that. There's no dividers or anything in here, just a pocket. Down here you get this smaller pocket. My phone will not fit in here, but a rangefinder does, so that's kind of a nice little inclusion. You also get a cloth ring here with a little carabiner, you know, kind of whatever. Moving on to the front, like I said, this fits whatever it says online. I did check it. You do get 2 finger zipper pulls, 2 of them. Works fine. You get on the front here, you get this little pocket, which you could use for a phone, but 2 discs will fit in here. So some people are also using this for their putter pocket, and we'll get to why later, because there is a feature on this bag that I forgot it inside, but we'll just talk about it. Moving on to the other side, it is the same setup. You get this little pocket, same, you know, inner pocket, and the water bottle pocket that we already talked about. So this bag says it retails for, let's say, $125, but you can find it everywhere for like $80. So the real price we'll say is $80. So now we've gone over everything that's going on. Well, it also has a zip. This is Velcro here. So you know, if you want to do, that's always a nice addition. I just want to toss it in there. One of the things that this bag comes with, one other thing that I forgot to mention, is on the left side it does have a sleeve for a retriever. You might be able to fit a small umbrella in there, maybe. The other side does not have that. Okay, so one of the features that it comes with is a cooler for this top part. So they don't really expect you to use this as a putter pocket. I mean, of course you could. It does not zip all the way to the end, so water. Let me see if I can show that easily. See if you can see this. Like, you know, water can get in there because it doesn't zip all the way to the end. So that's kind of eh. It does come with a little insulated cooler. It probably holds like 4 or 5 cans left to right, maybe a little extra. But you wouldn't want to put soda cans in there, which we'll talk about. But, you know, you can put a sandwich in there, some snacks. Not, you know, not a bad idea if you're one of those people who likes. Personally, I do not eat on the course. I think that's, you know, just, if you can't get through, you know, 2 or 3 hours without eating, come on. But I'm also fat, so maybe that plays into it. The biggest problem with this bag, and the Exel E2 had this problem to a lesser extent. I did see somebody with this bag who's using this as their main bag. On the E2, on the sides, for side support, they had like a half one. It came up to like, right here-ish on each side. I don't remember if there was a back support in that one. This one has zero support. So his whole bag was like crunched down. So I can't say that I would recommend this bag to anybody. There's nothing in the back, nothing in the sides. With discs in this, obviously it does, stand up and hold up, but the second you load discs on the top, this whole front part here, this whole front part here wants to like sag inwards, like as low as it can go until it hits the discs in the main compartment. So for that, unfortunately, I can't recommend this bag. For 80 bucks, it needs at least side supports, which I think would mitigate a lot of the back support problem, but also maybe even just stiffer materials would help. A smaller putter pocket, I've said that I mentioned this in the bug out bag review that I did a long time ago, but a support right here in the front and just in the sides goes a long way to connecting all this, to keeping all this upright. I mean, you'll see it now. It wants to flop over. Like, it's not happy. Carrying wise, it didn't feel bad to carry. I just think for $80, there's a lot of better bags out there. And it doesn't want to stand up. I've left discs sit in this for like 2 or 3 weeks. You see it just slowly curls back in on itself. I left it fully loaded as much as I can, trying to stretch out the sides. In the sides, there is like some sort of padding material, like a piece of styrofoam, like thin styrofoam or something, in the sides of the bag. But obviously, that doesn't do anything to hold this bag up. This padding for your back, which I didn't mention before, is good. I have no problems with this padding. It's pretty good. I will say that because it does this weird inward thing, the bottom of this bag wants to dig into your lower back if it's not like fully full. So anyways, for that, can't recommend. Does carry a lot of discs, so it gets some points for that. It's probably durable. The materials used are probably good. So I'm not going to give it a 1 out of 10, but let's go with a 3 out of 10. But this overall is a big swing and a miss. Anyways, that's been Jeremy with Simple Disc Golf. Hope you enjoyed this review. Get a different bag.